Hello, friends, foes, and familiars. Thank you so much for stopping on by to Dragon's Brew D&D. I am your host and your DM, Dragons Are Cats, and also big shout-outs to Viridian Knight and Boneweave for the subscriptions. We love you dearly. And also, everyone gets a luck die thanks to Boneweave. We've already accounted for Viridian Knight, so thank you so much. So mark that down, and we'll actually start with Boneweave. Tell us a little bit about your character.
Well, hello there. I am Luke, playing Casimir, the Tiefling Illusionist, wizard. The last episode, we decided to head off to fight Kashan, who's the head of the Arcane Brotherhood. And then... so we decided to teleport near the location because magical interference wouldn't let us go there directly. And there was a bit of a mishap with the teleport.
There was a bit of a mix-up with the teleport. I'll tell you what else got mixed up. Me fixing up the cameras. So I'm going to fix the cameras up real quick. So if we could have whoever wants to go next, let's go with BM Curfew while I fix my constant mistake.
Hey, Brad. Playing Belvin, the human paladin. We ended up teleporting in the middle of a giant baseball game from the looks of it, further up the mountain. So instead of engaging them, instead of engaging, we just snuck through and continued on our path, deciding to get to where we need to go first.
Indeed we did. And where did your path lead you to there, Ikram? And who did you bring to help?
Hello, I'm Rob playing Ikram, the Asimir Druid. Can I even say I'm Asimir anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah, you still have your angel powers, you just don't have your
Half Asimir.
The dragon stuff.
Yeah. You don't have your extended Asimir stuff.
I'm like half Asimir. Half-assing.
You're half-assing it?
I'm drawing a mad blank on everything from last week. Was it last week? Feels like it was a couple weeks ago.
No, wait. Did we play last week?
Yeah, we did play last week.
We did, but it wasn't live.
Oh, yeah.
Because technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
So, yeah, I've kind of drawn a blank on what we did.
Well, that's alright. Just discount Asimir. It's technical difficulty.
I'm just going to half-ass it.
You really half-assed that intro.
Yeah, you've really done the Lord's work for us. We really do appreciate it.
I'm just trying to get into my character here.
Yeah. So you've just been stoned this entire time while I've been trying to fix up the cameras. That's fine. That's all well and good.
That's what I do.
That is true. Absolutely is. Hello, Templar Warding. Welcome. I'm just trying to fix up my cameras because I'm a dumbass. Decided to go live before even fixing them.
Good times.
Don't judge me. And finally, we have Viridian Knight.
Hi, I'm V, playing Antis, the draconic sorcerer. So yeah, we found one of Ikram sent out a pack of weasels to find this certain lily that would lead to, was in front of a rock that led to her hometown. The weasel then proceeded to pick the lily and bring it to us, but luckily we were able to still find the rock. We came into the town, which seemed to be empty, and kept moving forward until we found this maze.
Wow, I forgot all that.
Because it's been a week.
I fully just remembered that when she started telling. I'm like, oh yeah.
Antis
Such a dickhead.
Antis now suddenly has this ability to project her memories in frost form for some reason, and she is not liking that. So, she's having fun.
A fun, casual Sunday.
Is it Sunday?
I think it's like a Friday.
It's a Friday?
Friday.
Is it chill Friday
Oh
night?
no.
I don't think it's chill.
This is just a classic Friday night with the boys.
Indeed, as you found yourself in this hedge maze.
Hedge mage.
Oh god.
Ah, yeah, the one, yes, the mage that sends all the letters, of course. How can I forget hedge mage?
Just a...
Friends of the river wizard.
Exactly.
obviously.
Very powerful, obviously.
I think his name starts with a Kaz or a Laz, something like that.
No
Anyway,
one knows his real name.
it's
Aslas.
Not even him.
after walking up to the entrance pass of the maze, about 15 feet in front of you, it curves, and you continue walking through, going around the corner until it straightens out, and you can see an intersection where 8 paths converge symmetrically. You can see Zomthal's tower dead ahead of you, above the hedge wall, but the paths, all of them, begin to curve, and there's no telling which one they might lead to. You see the sundial stands in the center intersection with its shadow of its gnomon pointing straight towards the tower, which is odd because the sun isn't behind you. Your shadows point in the proper direction, and only the sundial's shadow points ahead, as you can see the sun off in the distance on the other side of the tower, as it's the afternoon.
Trippy.
Is there anything written on the sundial?
You head on up to the sundial, and you can see that it, just in infernal writing, draconic writing, and common writing, it's a regular old sundial. It's like a big oval bump in the ground. The Onman stands up at its point, at its angle, and with the dial reading it at 12, and the rest is like a regular clock. So Roman numerals, but with multiple numbers going all around the time frame.
To Antis. Do you have any idea? This doesn't seem like an ordinary
You
sundial.
said there was a...
Hmm?
Kyle, you said the memory was of a small auntie running in that direction? Like holding hands with someone?
Yes. So the imagery showed that it was a small auntie running probably about from here, and then making their way up as if they were holding someone's hand and just having to skip alongside them and heading the direction of the shadow.
So it looks like we need to follow the shadow.
Hmm. Yes,
I mean,
yeah.
if I had to guess, I would have guessed to go straight.
It does sound kind of.
I mean, we got to start
Subtle.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Auntie.
What was your saying? Wasn't it always if you just stick to your left, you'll always find your way through a maze?
No, it's always pick the right direction.
Of course.
The sundial could be saying this is where the traps are.
Well,
Everywhere else is safe.
Everyone else is safe. Don't pick this
The
way.
dark path.
so if you then follow the shadow created by the sundial, you then begin to head and follow around its curved path. As the path curves, you can't really see, again, more than 15 feet in front of you, but after about 30 seconds, you then arrive. You can see the sundial back ahead of you as you're approaching around this curve.
Are we approaching from here?
Is it the okay?
No, it's like you're approaching from the exact same path you arrived in. You can see the the sundial is in the exact same position, but on first glance, you can then see that the sundial again points directly up towards the tower, and then on a right angle, pointing to your right. And
We're back here.
and you're back at the sundial, but the shadows are different. I should probably popped you in there beforehand.
Well,
You see that the tower is beyond you in the exact same position. The sun's at the same spot as well.
how long did that take?
About 30,
Roughly?
about 30 seconds to go around that curved path.
So just if Aunties can just have a quick look down all these paths, do they all look curved? Like every one of
Yes.
them's cool.
Yeah, each and every one of them don't have a straight path. Kind of goes for about 15 feet and then curves. Some of
Yeah.
them curve as if they're all going in a spiral. Others then curve like the ones to your top left and your left. They both seem to curve as if they're curving into each other. Whereas the one to your right and the one straight forward seem to both curve left and then right. And
Do all the paths look the same as when we first came in?
yes, they do. You can see that the hedge walls are also 8 feet tall. And they're quite thick from what you can see. They're very dense. They don't allow you to see through them at all either.
Well, should we follow the shadows again?
I'm just curious
See
to
if
see
the
what
same
would
thing
happen
happens.
if one of us was to fly upwards.
Yeah, I feel
Didn't we check?
we tried to check from the top, not inside.
Do you want to risk yourself going up above it? If it is magical,
Not really.
maybe. Can we? Do we have another means?
Well, can I send like a mage hand up to sort of test if there's like a barrier or anything there?
Yes.
It's only 8 feet.
Yep, you can send the mage hand up. And Ken Weebs, thank you for the host friend. You conjure your mage hand and you send it up to its maximum range.
It's 30 feet, I believe.
It goes 30 feet up in the air and floats. You bring it back down.
Okay, well then I'll carefully fly up, I guess.
Okay. You fly.
Just, and so I'll be very careful when I'm going sort of at the hedge maze level.
Okay, so you get to about. You flutter up about 8 feet.
And I'll just sort of like barely put a finger up.
You barely.
Just to be real careful.
You barely put a finger up as you go above, just over the head of the hedge.
Yep.
Finger's still there. You can see that these views really, as you're looking up and trying to view over, you just see an endless hedge maze with no real direction or no real. It's just
So it's what we saw from before.
yes.
It's just fully overgrown.
From where you are there, it is a neat, gorgeous, beautiful hedge maze, but it just seems to be endless and endless. But you can see off in the distance where in the direction of the north-facing sundial shadow is pointing towards the tower.
So we can see a tower?
You can see a tower towards the north.
I can see a tower, but how far away is the tower? Is it the same sort of distance as it looks from before?
It looks just beyond the curvature of all the north-facing paths. Like probably about 60 feet, 70.
I doubt it's that simple. Can I try and send Tilly off to like go towards the castle?
Yeah, you can send Tilly off. And Tilly goes up into the air, begins to fly above. It's probably about 15 feet up that she just vanishes out of the air.
I fucking knew it. Just like my connection with Tilly sever.
Does it sever if she's on a different plane?
Probably.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Then it severs.
Shit. Let's see. Yeah, like has to be within.
Yeah.
I think pseudo dragons are 1 mile, but yes, has to be on probably the same plane.
Yeah. So that connection just instantly cuts.
Well, alright. I guess we have to play along with this little puzzle. Well, I think we should test the shadow again. Follow this one to the right.
Yeah, maybe it's direction, so we just follow the one that next appears.
Possibly, but we don't know what'll happen. So we need more information.
All right. So as
Not
you
going to get any more information just by standing around.
as you head east from here, and you go down that path, it curves as well, and it's about a minute heading down this right curving hedge before you arrive at something else. You can see as you are arriving, there's going to be a couple of map changes here, so please bear with me. You see that as you arrive, and it feels there you go. So filling the center of this 80-foot square courtyard is a circular pool of water about 60 feet across. The water is dark and murky, and you can barely just see a foot within it. But you can see a garnet gemstone that hovers 1 foot above the center of the pool's water. You see that another path leaves the area through the hedge on the far side of the pool, directly opposite where you entered. The water is calm. There's no ripple. The pool probably begins a bit 2 foot up, creating a step.
Is there anything familiar about this?
Make me a charisma saving throw.
Ah. Beep.
On an 18, you will go have to change the music back.
5 for Dublin.
5.
Yeah, if you're close to me, +5.
Oh yeah,
+5.
+5 for Bill. So in saying that, as you come into the pool, you're a little bit confused as you're walking through. There was something always about it. Little. You begin to emanate this frost again as a version of your younger self, again holding someone else's hand, come through, and you look like a young Antis is talking, is trying to speak and looking up and curiously. Then, as if out of the air in front of her, that there is an object thrown into the water, and then this small little lobster-like creature, just very small, probably about the size of a lobster, comes up and begins to nibble and chase at whatever is being thrown in, that then disappears under the water. Again, the gem sits in the middle, as you can then see a echo reflection of ice that then emanates from the gem, then being brought over towards Auntie, so that it then floats up to whoever hand baby Auntie is holding.
Wait, so sorry, what happened with was there anything with the stone? Sorry, I got confused.
Yes, so from where the stone was, there was an icy image, as if from your memory.
Yeah, I got that part, but yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, the icy stone was being brought over. Everyone could see that too, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh.
As if the memories are manifesting themselves.
Is there an exit on the other side? Like, is this just completely cornered? Okay, so it's not completely.
Yes. I'll just make sure you can see that. Because that's important. Let's see. There you go. So now it's completely visible to you all. I apologize for that. Again, on the other side, you see that the path does curve off and to the right.
Are all these measurements accurate?
Yeah, fairly well. Fairly accurate.
Close enough.
Close enough.
So what exactly is this gem?
You see, it's just a garnet gemstone that hovers above it.
It's just like this fucking massive garnet.
No, it's only massive on the map, but in reality, it's only about that big.
Yeah.
So we could probably like,
Casimir's
barely
like,
see it.
money.
I was just like,
Yeah, and its reflection against the pool, you can just see it, but as perceptive as you all are, it kind of sticks out a little bit. But it's quite small.
Okay. Did the memories originate from it or from Antis?
Antis.
Okay. Just being kind of cautious. I think we should probably just pass by without touching it.
More things.
Is there
we can
anything
think
in the
about.
water?
Make a perception check.
I think in my memory there was something there.
There was
A little lobster.
little lobster-like creature was in the water.
24.
As you look, it's quite dark. You can't really get a sense if there's anything really moving around there, but you can see very, very deep down for just a split second, as if there is a vague outline of something. It could be mud. There is another little thing that you notice down there. It's like a little glimmer, like a glass bottle.
Tell you what, I would put money on Little Lobster being not so little.
Being big lobster.
Yeah.
I mean, how many years? He's been living there for like almost 30 years. Maybe they're like goldfish. You know how like goldfish can grow like...
Literally the size of the pond.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
If you just leave them alone.
Loch Ness lobster.
Loch Ness Lobster.
Lob Ness monster.
Loch Lobster. Loch Lobster.
Lobster.
We're all at the maze. Ooh,
Everybody had matching gems.
ooh, I did not expect that to come out tonight's session. So what would you like to do?
Peace would probably...
Please don't want to touch it.
Yeah.
Well, Ikram saw something shiny, so obviously I know he's going to go for that.
No, I'm not gonna. If you guys are thinking this is sus, like, it's weird that there's this pool of water.
Yeah, it's very suspicious. I know.
Yeah, it's-
Very suspicious.
But Casimir is curious.
It's going against everything Casimir and Ikram want to do.
It's like,
yeah.
Casimir is very cautious, but he's also very curious, right?
Casimir wants the gem. Ikram wants a new pet.
Ikram wants the pets.
I'm gonna cast create item and create just a little stone, and just. Can I have it a glowing stone? Is that a thing?
You could have a glowing stone, yeah.
You could cast light on it or something.
I don't know if you can double cantrip. Is that a thing?
You can double
is light
cantrip.
is light concentration?
Yeah. So I might. Okay, I'll create item,
Lobster
create a
into battle.
stone, and then put light. Cast light on the stone,
Nice.
and I'm gonna drop it in the water, and just see how far it goes.
I'm gonna move a little bit away from Ikram.
You
By
drop
drop, I mean lob.
Like, but I'm still gonna move
Alright.
away from Ikram.
make a strength check for me.
Oh shit!
How heavy is this fucking rocky?
It's
Yeah,
not.
hold
I just want to see how many times it skips.
I love it, and it skips. Yeah. Strength saving throw. Did you say? Or strength
Just check.
For you, it's probably the same.
Oh, isn't that the same thing?
Yeah, for you it is.
For you, it is.
Nice.
So yeah, it's you've had a time.
It's the edge of the pool.
It does. It just you're being cautious. It just, but you can see that there are three shapes in the that there are three little ripples within the water that then move from deep within it. You can see that there is ripples on the surface as three underwater entities dash just towards where you threw the
Away.
stone.
Oh, towards.
Towards the stone.
Towards where you threw the stone.
Now attracted to the
When you
light.
say towards where I threw the stone is in, it's sinking. Are they kind of following it, or
Yeah.
are they?
Just to its general vicinity. You can see once it goes under the murky water, all you can see is like just the light is completely, nearly completely muted as it's sinking down.
So it's not clear at all.
So it's no,
Mermaids.
it's dark, murky water.
Definitely mermaids.
Why don't you go and check?
And the next challenge will be fighting dragons.
Maybe they are dragons.
Lobster dragons.
Lob guns.
Dragsters.
Yes. Nice.
I'm just thinking of like fucking race cars. It's a fucking race car comes down the water. Like, what the fuck?
Race cars, but they have pincers.
Oh god.
So should we just continue on, or kind
I
of?
mean, you threw a rock, so
I want to know the moving. So that glass bottle that I saw, did I throw that like nowhere near that? Like,
did you
Oh,
break it?
same sort of vicinity, but you can't really tell.
How deep?
okay.
was the water, do you think?
Well, at the rate of its descent, you could probably think that it got about 10 feet into the water before its light bank became completely blocked and muted.
Mm-hmm. So we have no idea, basically.
I have no idea.
Well, how
You
far
should
down was
fly
the
over and
how
touch
far
the
down
gem
was
and see
the
what happens.
glint?
The glint was just a little sparkle. Could have been at any depth.
Okay.
I'm happy to leave it. I'm happy to do whatever.
Well, I feel like we could find a clue, perhaps. That's the only thing I'm thinking.
Up to you.
I mean, it could be possible.
What do you think, Belvin?
I don't know, honestly. I'm quite indifferent. I'm curious myself about this whole thing, but I think maybe we have something more important to do.
Alright. I guess we'll leave it then.
Alright.
Could be something we come back to.
I just don't know if we can come back. We'll find out, I guess.
Okay. So as you skirt around the side of the pool, heading towards the opposite end, and you begin to walk down the right curving hedge maze, it's about nearly a minute. We then appear back at the pool.
Well, I guess that answers that question. How far across is it? Well, I think.
Maybe we try to go back, see if we go backwards, go to the sundial.
Okay.
It's an interesting idea.
Yeah. We'll scoot on back.
Alright, scoot on back. You turn on back the way you came. It's interesting. This time it's now a left curving passageway, and you appear on the other side of the back at the pool.
The arrows say the other way.
They do. Ignore the arrows.
No.
What happens if Casimir goes and touches the gem?
Why me?
I don't know.
Because you can fly.
Yeah, but I don't want to go too high because then I'll just get like sucked out of the fucking.
Better to stay along the edge
Barrier.
of the water.
In,
I'll watch.
I can
in
also
nipping
fly.
range.
From the dragsters.
With their jet fuel, it's too potent.
So,
Lindsay will pipe up and say, I'm happy to see what happens if we touch the garnet.
All right.
Just as long as you have my back and be prepared for something to come up and swallow me whole. Like a whale.
No, whales come from the sky.
on that note, no. You do see a whale strangely flying
Perfect
overhead.
size for a space whale.
Everyone is.
Yeah, I'll just sort of prepare to cast a spell. If
Yeah,
Antis
if
needs a
everyone
hand.
The
just
gem's
like-
sitting on the water, like it's just floating, or is
It's
it
about
sitting?
hovering a foot above the water surface.
And is it like okay? Is it facing flat or is it upright?
It's just facing upright, so it's like it is in an oval shape and it is facing upright.
Can I use shape water to make a like a 5-foot cube directly under the garnet to sort of give some footing?
Of ice? Yeah, you can do that. You basically make a black block of ice, of filthy, murky water, just
Just in case.
I could cast Call Lightning and just Fucking kill anything in there.
The mermaids.
I mean, if you do want to
Yeah.
prepare a spell, aka Call Lightning, you can definitely do so.
If we can get this done without
Can
engaging
I cause
anything.
a tsunami inside a pond?
Yes, you can use the water inside the pond. Okay.
Antis is gonna move like. Oh, can I...
To a safe distance.
Yeah, she's gonna move just. She's gonna stand like right on the edge, and I should be able to cast detect magic.
Yes, of course. So, upon casting that, you can then see the aura of it's interesting. Illuminating in front of you, to your side, you can see that at the bottom of the pool, probably about 50 feet down, you can see multiple treasures. You can see about 8 vials, or glass bottles, or even. You can see that there is a stick-like object, 3 different styles of daggers, a ball, and another gem, all the way sunken at the bottom.
Oh,
Ooh.
So if she
Right.
can see that, like the distance.
Yes, all about 50 feet down. You can basically just roughly guess.
Okay.
I can only see
What is-
30 feet.
Yeah, I was gonna say detect magic is only 30 feet.
Thanks, Kyle.
this is detect more magic.
Detect, yeah. But
I have already given the details. The pool is now 30 feet deep.
but is there anything coming from the garnet? Like that was
Holy
what
fuck.
she was specifically.
Oh, yes. The garnet, yes, is also magical. Yes. I
You almost made me
apologize.
spit out a mouthful of coffee all over my keyboard.
The garnet, no, not magical at all. You can sense potent conjuration and illusion magic from it. The illusion is what is it? The illusionary magic is subdued, so it's dormant, but the conjuration magic is current. So
Oh, what's conjuration again?
like summoning and stuff.
Is the well? I guess the water isn't really an illusion. Maybe the water is an illusion to a point.
Uh,
Shit.
Yeah, you can touch water.
I just think
Wait, wait.
if it's conjuration, then the gem itself is what has conjured whatever's in the water.
Potentially.
Make an Arcana check.
Oh, not me. I'm just making an assumption.
Hey, Brad,
As
do a
Brad.
strength check. You do.
Brad, what do you
Yeah,
know
Arcana
about
check.
magic?
Brad,
Alright,
what's your
alright,
Arcana modifier?
Alright, Arcana check. There you go. Done.
Boom, nice roll.
Oh, it's
Should I do it?
it's a
Ooh,
Which makes sense, because...
can I luck?
you can luck that.
Yeah.
Yeah!
My
I
God.
technically rolled higher.
Man, we all rolled shit on that.
Oh God.
Oh,
Yeah, you rolled terrible. Luke.
Only a 6.
So with those rolls, and since Casimir, you're not casting detect magic, on an 11, you're not entirely sure of the nature being this far away. You'd have to pretty much get in contact with it and take a look at it further. But you do remember that your memory that manifested had the gem brought to whoever was holding your hand, though you could not see that person. Got a little biddy from our chat. Thank you so much for that. Welcome. Sorry, I haven't been looking at chat. But welcome.
Gem. The
I
gem.
used to stream.
I'm. She's gonna go over closer.
Okay. As you spread your draconic wings, you get right to the gem that's
Yeah.
just floating there. What would you like to do with it?
Casimir shaped water around that area, didn't he?
There's a 5-foot cube like floating on top of the water.
Okay, cool.
Floating in the water. rather.
Yeah, she'll stand
Of frozen ice.
and
Exactly.
she'll...
Frozen ice. It's like ice cube.
Double frozen. Ice cube.
Ice cube.
It's me. Ice tea.
She will grab it.
All right. As you pick it up, you all begin to notice that there are ripples in the water. About-
I guess.
About 4 of them that then begin to rush towards Antis. Everyone can roll initiative.
I never would have guessed.
Damn.
Surprise.
Well,
Hey, hello, Ask. Welcome. Yes, this is absolutely fine, Ninjuka.
I'm so tired. I forgot where the initiative was.
That's fair.
I forgot where my strength was. It's on the fucking left-hand side.
I was like
Cool.
looking at
I
my
understand.
armor class and I'm like, no, that's not it. But maybe. Maybe
Well,
I
what is
clicked
what is
that.
your armor class? That might be relevant very soon.
It's 20
That's pretty good.
That's
Yeah,
what it
that's
is.
better than me.
for a sorcerer.
Yeah, that's pretty
What
good.
the heck?
I mean, I am like part dragon, so
Yeah. And you got braces of defense.
yeah.
It's a good item.
Let's see. So we need some
hate
combatant
that.
music. You hate what?
No, I made that. I
Oh.
made those.
Okay. I thought you were going to say that you hate that because you have to, have an AC of 25 and, be fine.
I mean, it's not the highest it could be, but it's all right.
Who's Chul?
What is a chul?
What is a Chul? Who is Chul?
Who is
Of
Jewel?
course, for the true.
All right.
Why is chul?
Is the dragster called Chul?
I
Possibly.
chul you.
Who knows?
Julio.
All right. As Casimir starting us off, you can see that there are ripples in the water that they have yet to surface.
Well, I'm gonna guess that they're not friendly. Since, I don't know, maybe they are mermaids and they're just like, come and hang out. Can I might just hold a firebolt for now until I know more.
Yep.
And I'll sort of move back away from the pool a bit.
Okay, next up, Ikram.
So are they out of the water yet? Or...
No, you can still see that they are just ripples under the water's surface, but you can't see them within the water.
Is Antis in the water?
She's standing on a block of ice.
On top of
Which also
on top of
conducts
it.
electricity.
Standing
God
on-
fucking damn it.
Are you wearing your gumboots?
I will say
I'm
that
in sandals.
exactly.
Rubber.
They're my sandals.
as it is a solid surface, and let's see, how does ice react to electricity, fam?
it
I'm
doesn't.
pretty sure it still conducts, doesn't it?
I don't think it does.
Nah. So you
Pretty sure water as a liquid does. But
Water
when it's-
definitely
Yeah,
does.
ice does.
As a solid,
I'm
as a
pretty
solid.
sure ice would as well.
I don't know. I don't think.
It'd be more conductive than those gumboots we gave you that's in your backpack.
Well, apparently it's a poor conductor.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
water is weird when it turns into like.
Yeah, water is a very odd substance
So, with that, you would
It'd
know
be
that
like
in terms of
getting an
physics.
electric shock after you rub your feet on.
exactly. So you know for a fact, as a druid who has experienced electricity before, that she will be fine.
Okay. I have experienced electricity.
Yes, you have experienced.
Okay, guys, I've experienced this before.
You know, Ikram stood in the field
Sucks.
during a thunderstorm and just gone, yeah. Forgot he was wearing metal and got struck by lightning.
And it was just like, nice.
That tingling feeling. Okay, I'm going to cast I'm going to cast Call Lightning down. Where did you say? What we have a rough idea where the ripples are?
Yep, so one is right here. There is another over here. There is another right here. And there's also one more over here, right near Auntie's.
I'm going to cast it kind of in between these two here.
Alright, so they're going to have disadvantage on that saving throw.
And it's not. It wouldn't be
I'm
13.
assuming it's not going to go through the whole.
No.
What's your actual DC? 19.
We're having this problem again. So as they're going to make a dexterity save.
18.
And since they're in the water, they're just going to take the electricity, the lightning damage anyway from the...
To the face.
Yeah, just because in a localized area of it. That's it. Shocks on down, so they both fail their save, and... Did you see the lightning?
Does it spread all through the water, or is it kind of drizzles out?
It kind of drizzles out, but it goes down to the depth that you want it to go down. But you do see that in this general vicinity of that area, that lightning bolt does
Yeah, okay, cool.
strike them. So they're going to take some damage.
All 18.
A
Damage.
whole 18 damage.
Yeah, that's good. Because you can do that each round, right?
He just needs
Also,
to
I think just
keep
saves higher
concentration.
than 13.
Yeah, I already said that.
Yeah,
It's actually 18.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can just maintain this.
Yeah, I'll remember that. So yeah, you can continue to concentrate on that. Next up is Antis. You have the garnet in hand. There was lightning striked behind you.
That's very unnatural for this season.
Yes. Just single solid cloud above the pool.
Just one little cloud.
I don't really want to be using too many good spells.
Yeah, kind of want to save our resources if possible.
Yeah.
Hey, also thank you so much for the follow there, Zero Crits Roleplay. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
I'm going to cast Ice Storm.
Oh,
I'm gonna move.
yeah.
Up.
Don't go too high.
Yeah. Sorry. Where were the ripples again?
So you had one right here. Had one here. You had one here. And you had one down here.
So they're all pretty evenly spread out.
Fairly well
Yeah.
spread out.
Okay, that's not really gonna work as nicely as I thought it would. Because it's only a 20-foot radius.
20-foot radius will hit 40 feet, though.
Yeah, 20-foot radius hits 40 feet.
Oh yeah, radius. Math. I'm just gonna try and move out of the way, but if she gets stuck in it, she's...
Okay.
Because you'll be able to move to the water's edge, right? You have, what, 30 feet movement?
Yeah, with your flight, you'd be able to just fly on back to the edge
Yeah,
of the pool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I will move. I will have the garnet
You have the garnet in hand.
to the edge, and then
The gigantic garnet.
You
I will. Yeah.
You glide on across the water surface, flutter on up, and land safely.
Sorry, I was just seeing if there was anything else.
Yep, all good.
The Ice Storm. Level 4.
Alright, so as the ice storm conjures, I'm just going to do one check for.
Oh, that's terrible.
You can use a luck die to
That'd
redo the
just be
damage.
kind of like our
Yeah.
clouds join forces.
Ooh, yeah, that's true. It would.
Yeah. How do I re-roll that damage?
Just click the spell again.
Just okay.
Yeah.
Oof.
It's still a 1. There's still a 1 in that. Oh,
Ooh.
waste of a luck die. Why would you tell me the luck die?
That's weird. Should be able to re-roll. It should be re-rolling a 1.
Because you have the feet, right? Reroll ones.
Yeah.
1.
Okay. So if you want to re-roll another D8,
Replace the 1.
so
Just 1d8.
yeah, just one D8, so you can replace that 1. 7,
Nice.
much better. So
Yay!
much better. Because I know I've set that up for every other spell on your sheet.
So that's
Yeah.
27 total.
27. So let's see some dex saves across the board. I'm just going to do one big dex save for a lot of them, since they're on general vicinity, and boom, nothing. As yet as the ice storm begins to swirl and spread around, the ice baffles down, crashing into the water and heading deep down. And the magic begin to make a slushy out of the water's surface. You can see that the ripples kind of dance, move around, but they're going to take 21 points of damage. Okay, next up is Belvin.
Belvin's just gonna move up next to Untees. Pretty much sword and shield out, just kind of block in front of her. I'm just gonna hold an action.
Okay.
Can I hold an action to give Untees like cover if they attack her?
Yes, so it'll be essentially giving the help action.
Yeah, that's it.
That will provide them disadvantage on their attacks.
Yeah.
So,
I will do that.
let's see. At that moment, coming up to the water's surface and breaking it is a bunch of dragsters. These huge amphibious green lobster-like creatures, all with long writhing mouth tentacles, all begin to writhe on
Smoke
up.
coming out of their mufflers.
The smoke coming out of their mufflers, and a lot of them going for Untees. So they're going to have disadvantage on their attack rolls due to Belvin being in the way, but they are going to attack Untees as she has the thingy in hand.
The gem.
Alright, so...
How big are they?
They are large. They're about the size of a horse.
Oh
Whoa.
shit.
Okay, so very lucky. On the first one, it is a 16,
16.
not a natural 20.
Because of that disadvantage. Yeah.
And an 11.
Wow.
So that...
Whoa.
Far
Get
out.
all the good ones out of the way, Carl.
Yeah, so between dodging and shooting by Belvin, Untees is able to get out of the way of that first one's attack. Now the one to the south is going to make two attacks with a 13. Unfortunately, there is a 22. That one pincer just gets in and around your leg, and I do need you to make You are then grappled.
Ah.
So you're going to take 8 bludgeoning damage.
I also got a firebolt because I was holding my.
Oh, yes. Firebolt. Go for it.
Does a 16 hit? I guess this one, the closest one.
16 just breaks and scorches their shell.
Nice.
This one here.
Yeah, just the closest one.
Yep. Okay. So, you've cast that. And since it has pincered you, yes?
I just remembered Sentinel.
You can use
Hey.
Sentinel,
Oh,
yes.
I
Oh,
will use Sentinel.
On which one?
With the one that hit.
Okay, so the one below hit Antes. As Antes' leg has been grappled and clamped, make your attack roll.
25.
25 cracks it on the head. You can see this thing's not looking very good, but it's still on a dire warpath.
Oh,
Or
wait, hold up.
Antes.
And plus an 8 as well. For my Divine Smite.
You can see that
Improved Divine Smite.
improved Divine Sight, as this thing is barely just holding on to whatever life it has as you pull the sword out of its cracked, exposed shell. It's just, you can see it's getting weak, but it is still on a desperate plea. And you see also the tentacles from its mouth writhes up towards Antis's leg as it's coming out of the water. So I need you to make a...
what's the what was it? The aboleth? Was it?
Yes.
Big water monster. It's that all over again.
Oh no.
I hope not, because I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Me?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
As the tentacles go around the wound and begin to seep.
Sorry?
Constitution.
Constitution.
25.
worries.
You brush that poison off like no tomorrow.
Not today, hangover.
Exactly.
Oh, don't say that. I had a hangover all today.
You've had a hangover for weeks.
Drink some water.
I am constantly drunk and hungover. Don't judge me.
And we're not, except on Wednesdays. Now,
I
Casimir.
you say as I take a shot of fireball.
Did the firebolt seem like it had a full effect when I hit this guy?
Yeah, the fireball had full effect on that boy.
Oh, the fireball did. Okay,
Yep,
well then.
Firebolt had full effect on it. You just
You-
barely
you-
pierced
No,
through
the
its armor.
fireball.
No,
Oh,
you said
fireball.
firebolt. You said
Yeah, I know.
firebolt. You crazy motherfucker.
Alright. But now. Get a fireball.
Now you're gonna fireball as...
I'll make sure it wouldn't hit Antis so I can position it.
Okay.
So it'll hit all of those, but not Antis, because it is a 20-foot radius, I believe, or 50. Let's have a look.
I thought it was...
It's a 20-foot radius.
20-foot
So
radius.
it's the same,
Fireball
radius.
in the water.
because they're above the water.
Yeah, they're at the
Yeah,
water
but
surface.
It would
Yeah.
be if it's anything like Pokemon.
Yeah, but I made sure to check that the fire was
Check
effective.
my
first.
Pokedex.
The fire was very effective, and as the...
It's because they're bug type, man.
They
They're
are
water bug.
Ah,
type.
true.
So it's a
It's a
it's a
neutral.
normal attack. Alright?
Fail. Fail. Fail.
And my
And a
spell
fail.
my spell save's 19. So
So yeah, on that, they all failed, and they're all going to take 29 points of
29
fire damage.
damage.
And the one holding onto Antes lets go and drops towards the bottom of the water.
very nice.
Yes.
Nearly pulling her down with it, but as it's let go. Okay, anything else you want to do with your turn?
That's all for now. Yep.
All right. Ikram.
I'm going to use my action to call down another lightning bolt in a different direction, in a different spot. I'm going to throw it right in between all three of them.
Ooh, all right, cool. No worries. So that's going to be at disadvantage. 7,
Ooh, is it?
12,
Oh, them.
16.
16.
So yeah, they are all gonna fail, and they're gonna take 10
Very
points
nice.
of lightning damage.
And there's been a few nat 20s again.
Yeah.
It's good. They're wasting all their good
Yeah,
rolls.
They are. So the one
And then yeah, sorry, you keep going.
at the back down the bottom is not looking too good, while the rest of them as well are now beginning to be quite banged up.
Okay.
These guys taste like lobster.
Starting to smell
Or mud
delicious.
crab.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really
Ooh.
tantalizing the senses. They've been put on ice. They've been
Who's feeling
shocked.
hungry?
Yeah, it's really coming across. You feel like you're in need of a gourmet meal.
Ikram's not cooking though.
No, Ekram's not cooking there. You're
I'm
taking
doing all the cooking right
you're
now.
taking this to Ramsey.
Saying.
We're gonna need a lot of butter.
I'm gonna need a little ball.
Oh, sounds so good.
Yeah, that might actually end my turn.
Okay.
How? Oh, sorry. What's Antis doing right now?
She is about to have her turn, but she's just
I don't
current.
like in this current point. Is she doing
And some
anything?
crabs.
Wrangling crabs, but she is about to have her turn, and she's currently just standing on the pool's edge.
I'm just trying to think how I can help her at all.
Don't worry, mate.
Uh,
I've
Well,
got it.
she's not grappled anymore. So.
yeah. Okay, yeah, that'll do. That's much done.
Okay, Antis.
Since fire seems to be working well, I will take a page out of Casimir's book and also fireball.
Casimir approves.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
Yeah, nice.
So the one to the bottom disappears underneath the flames. As it's as it is now perfectly cooked. And wow,
It's
you
going
guys
back into the water.
and
no.
descends back into the depths.
Alright, we can still get it.
While the other two, let's see, 2 deck saves, both fail as well, so they're both going to take 29, and they are both very banged up. What is that? 32. Like very, very banged up. And did you guys roll? You two rolled both on the same damage too?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's incredible. That's incredible. Yeah, they're not looking good at all. They are incredibly. They are pre-cooked dragsters. Anything else you want to do on Tisa?
It sounds like a mad drag queen show.
Right.
Yes,
I'm
Drag
just
queens
imagining-
in fast cars.
I'm getting ideas. Do you want to move or use a?
I will move away. We'll move to like here. Sorry, Belvin, but you have armor.
You're on your own now.
You're on your.
No, that's fair.
You're on your own. So
You're the
as
tank.
as it goes to take an opportunity attack to try to hit Antis with a move away, an 8's going to miss, but you do get a sentinel attack on it.
Damn straight I do. Damn.
Ooh.
I will use a luck die. I got it. I got a heap. So.
I mean,
Oh.
Ah!
Nice.
Okay.
Average.
Oh wait.
all right.
As well.
+8.
So
Yeah.
so tell me how you nearly screw this up, but come through in a brilliant moment.
As like swinging down, half swing, the sword starts slipping out of his hand, and he quickly grabs it other way round, and just comes straight down on top of it.
Just.
Yeah.
And then you can feel the sword being pulled down as the lobster begins to fall and sink and descend into the depths. And that's its turn. That's its attack of opportunity. And now, Belvin, it's now your turn. There is one left.
Yep. And then after that, it's just gonna bring up his shield arm, kind of cock his shield up, so he's holding it back further on his wrist. Actually, no, sorry, it's the other hand. And then he holds his sword arm up, and I'm gonna shoot a firebolt out as well from his gauntlet.
Okay, so out of the Nova Burst Gauntlet, as it radiates that heat, summoning the flame, it's just like a blast of fire out of your fist. Goes flying out. Make that attack
That's the
roll.
one I want.
No.
21 hits, and just smack in its face begins to descend underneath the water. As the lobsters all sink.
Rock lobster.
And you were both left. You were all there. Now
Did taking the gem remove any of the murkiness in the water or anything like that?
It did not, no.
Ooh.
Okay. So someone's gonna have to go down to check.
Do we need someone to get down there? And as we say that, I'm gonna
Look at
What's
Ikram.
down there
Melvin
that
looks
we
at
need to
Ilkrim.
look?
Yeah, look at Ikram. Like,
I look at Ikram as well.
Someone's gonna have to go down into the water.
I actually have the perfect spell for that.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, alter self.
Alter self
Ah.
into aquatic
Yeah.
adaptation.
And because you are a druid, a high level druid, you can do this at will.
Yeah, boy.
Nice.
So as you grow,
Fulcrum.
as you grill crim yourself up, you grow your gills. As they just
Oh,
appear on your
no.
neck. You begin to
Damn.
you take off your boots as you now have webbed toes and webbed fingers.
Ikram was wearing
These boots
boots.
ain't made for walking.
They're like leaves he's strapped on.
Well, technically they are boots. They just don't have soles. There's no
Footies.
bottoms. They're just feet.
Like gingers.
Yeah, something like that.
So quick on
Wow.
that one
As you disappear underneath
too.
the water, you can do me a investigation check.
Yeah.
Investigate.
I'm gonna like that.
Okay.
Not much better.
Okay. So
Shit.
it takes about 7 minutes, but you find that there is a treasure haul down the bottom there. You find
Ooh.
over this
Yes.
over the course of about 7 minutes, Ikram keeps on coming up with items. He brings up 6 potions of healing,
Holy shit.
1 potion of growth,
Oh, shit.
one potion of fire breath, a wand of fear, 3 magical looking daggers, a drift globe, and a clear sapphire gem. And
You wanna write all that down, Holmesy?
I'm trying. I'll probably need you to go over it again.
I'm about to post it in chat.
Oh, cool. That would have been easier.
But then Ikram, Casimir definitely just holds most of that.
I need these for investigation.
Yes. And the magic users can all understand that the clear sapphire gem is an elemental gem that holds an air elemental inside it.
Oh shit, that's pretty nice.
Oh,
Interesting.
we can finally have an elemental on our team.
Whoa! Whoa!
Oh wait, too much?
And I think at that
One day.
at that point, yeah, Ikram comes up, has all these items, and you guys are left to your own devices.
So what was the sparkling thing? Was that the elemental gem?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, sandstorm.
So maybe what was stopping us was the garnet, which had conjuration magic on it.
Yes.
Because conjuration deals with like teleportation magic.
Does it?
So
Because it's all about like summoning and sending and that type of thing.
Yeah, right. Well, maybe we can only
So
try
now
and
we
move
might be able
forward.
to pass through
Mm.
the path.
Okay. So, with the gun in hand and your new little treasure haul, you head on back and make your way back down, and probably about 2 minutes walking down a curved path, you do find yourself back at the sundial. I think at that point we do see that there is the two same shadows, one pointing to the north, one pointing to the east. We will take our break.
Did we come? Which way did we come back in first? Sorry.
Wait, did you say they're not pointing in any other direction?
So you came on, you have always found that you've always come from the south.
So okay, cool.
And while you have the gun in hand, Antis, and come back into this, come on back into the sundial, your hand feels like it's clutching nothing, and you notice that the garnet has disappeared. And
Controversial.
Interesting.
yeah, and I think at that point we will take our break, for, friends, foes, and familiars. So we will be right on back as we take a break from Dragons Brew D&D. So we'll be right back, but just know that I am actually raising money for breast cancer awareness in Australia at the moment. So you can, if you do command go pink, which is why I've dyed my hair pink, of course, to help raise awareness and funds for the Breast Cancer Research Foundation of Australia. So you could follow the link below and take a little look at that if you wish. But please do not feel obliged to do so. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, and grab yourself a cup of tea while we go on a quick break, and we'll be right back. Cheers. Do the thing. Hey, we are back with Dragons Brew D&D. Thank you so much for sticking around, and thank you so much for the bits again, Ninjuka, and thank you for the follow as well. We really do appreciate it. Thank you, thank everyone for hanging around with us tonight as we go back into more Dragons Brew D&D. So, getting rid of the turn order and picking on back up, we find our party back at the sundial at the 8 different entrances of the... Is it 8? Yeah, it's 8. At the 8 different entrances. I am struggling. It's been a day. Hello. As you find yourselves back at the sundial, the two shadows, one pointing to the north, one pointing to the east, and the tower just over, just to the north, on the other side of the hedges. What would the party like to do as you find yourself back in this space with the garnet stone disappearing from Auntie's hands?
I want to kind of try something. I want to cast light. Can I cast it anywhere I want, or does it have to be on an object?
Has to be on an
As an
object.
object.
Yeah.
I'm just going to cast it on myself and then move myself over to here on the sundial, and I just want to see if it creates a shadow going towards the rest of the party.
As you cast light on yourself, you do see that it does cast a shadow, an actual shadow on the party. However, the shadow from the sundial has not disappeared, and it still points to the north. The one to the east has not disappeared either.
Can we see, how far can we see down these paths?
About 15 feet before it begins to curve.
I'm going to cancel my light. Always pocketing me water.
So, what would the party like to do?
I think we should go this way. So we've tried following the shadow. We haven't followed a path without a shadow.
I'm going for the bottom left. My vote.
I want the top right.
Okay.
Might as well give it a go.
Ikram, are you splitting up or following the party?
No,
Roll
I'm not
off
going
for
to
ya.
split up.
Okay, fine.
Odds or evens?
Ooh, odds.
Oh, yeah.
Damn. All right, fine. We'll go bottom left.
You mean top right?
As you go
Follow
top
you.
right, you follow the path around for about another minute and a half, making your way until you find the sundial again.
Oh.
At this
Should have gone bottom left.
At this point, you can see that
And there wouldn't have been a shadow, mate.
exactly. At this point, you can see that the there is a shadow that points directly north, and there's 2 shadows that point off in the opposite corners from where you've entered.
So this one's different now.
Interesting.
Bottom left. Actually, no, because we've kind of lost the...
This one is different now. This one was turning
Yeah.
right before. Now it's going down here. Where's he going? No one knows.
You look down.
Wait, so
and
we
it
went the 2 in
curves.
between.
We went there.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if maybe that shifts it. Like, what happens if we go down the right one now? And just see if that shifts the shadow,
Well, yeah, we could go that way.
if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So, what way are you going to head? Move your tokens.
I'll give you a chance to choose, Ikram.
I'm just seeing if we move down the path that we just moved the shadow from, and just see if that moves this shadow at all.
You head back on down that way.
Yep.
Okay.
As a party.
Yes.
As a party.
Yeah. Let's
Ikram
see.
first, though.
I'm 15 foot ahead. Not actually. Don't listen to him, Carl.
Tie a rope on
He's
Ikram.
nuts.
Okay.
Keep that guy in check.
All right. So, as I just need to move yours over.
Oh,
Mo. This is different.
Sorry, it's going
Is
to.
it-
Oh, I see now. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Are they pigs?
I think they're sheep.
Are they pigs?
Hang on a sec. Give me a second.
No.
Okay.
Oh, no. Oh, there's something else other than sheep in here. Maybe they're pigs.
Yeah, maybe they're pig sheeps.
So,
Holding clubs.
as you've come in, as you follow around for about 30 seconds, passing around the curving sundial path, you can see that as the space opens up, you can see in an area far larger than any open area you've expected to encounter in the maze. It's quite large. It's a pasture. This rectangular space must be about 90 feet across, and far side probably looks about 150 feet away. You can see it looks like a boulder strewn pasture with a large pond to one side and a vegetable garden just to on the other, next to an oversized cottage. There are sheep peacefully grazing in the pasture, and you can see that there are 2 cyclops. None of them are moving until you go on out of the hedge path and into the space, and then it all comes to life. The sheep begin to graze, and you see that the cyclopses are playing a game of boulder parchment shears.
What
They're both like,
Oh, right. This is paper rock.
What do you guys reckon we can just pass right through?
Could try. Although if it's like the last place, then we might need to do something before we can leave.
you see the one on the left fails.
They're going to want their sheep back in the pens, I reckon. This is what I reckon.
All right.
My prediction.
does Antiques remember anything about Cyclopses?
Yes. Well, make a charisma saving throw first.
I'm standing near Belvin, by the way.
You were standing near Belvin, so you get a +5.
Everyone stands near Belvin.
On a 30.
I think I know
You're the
about the
chosen
Cyclops.
one.
If they fused, would they have 2 eyes?
Possibly. Who knows? You'd have to figure it. You'd have to ask them.
But
Just make
it'd
a
be
regular
one
person.
Eye, but it'd be one eye on top of the other.
Yes,
Oh,
of course. But just in the same. Yeah. So, one of the things that comes to mind, Aunties, as you are walking into this space, the frost emanates from your body, and it's more away from you, is what it is. It's like a ethereal scene that emerges from behind the Cyclops, like a mist over top of one of them, and you can kind of see that the one on your left as you kind of see this projection of them, you can see them smiling, and they're just holding up on their shoulders and making sure they're stable a small little laughing aunties. And a name springs to mind. Foe. The other one comes to it as well. Thumb.
Fucking knew it.
Oh my god.
Same.
As soon as you said foe, I was like,
Yep.
Oh,
Of course.
You see Foe then begins to walk up towards and
Where's fire?
grabs this boulder
Oh.
and picks the boulder up.
Auntie's is gonna scream out. Foe, Thumb, it's okay. Just patiently see what
Is
they
it
do.
working?
They both kind of like Foe looks to Thumb, Thumb looks to Foe, and after picking up the boulder, reels it overhead, turns away from you all, and throws it down the field.
Couldn't just put it down.
He's flexing.
yay.
Then squats down in front of the other boulder.
Okay, you have to get your eye in the middle.
Yeah.
and then looks at you. Foe's more bald, whereas Thumb has a bit of a mohawk that turns into a mullet.
Wait, do cyclopses have one eyebrow? Do they even have eyebrows?
Let's
Is
see.
it called a monobrow if you only have one eye?
What if they have like an eyebrow on top and then like an underbrow?
You know what? I'll leave that to your own imagination.
It's not a beard.
So Foe looks at you and speaking in giant, basically says, "Well, does anyone understand giant?" But you do
No.
No, okay. But aunties, you do remember that they love to play games.
Elvin, you have to throw the boulder.
I mean, I could certainly try.
We believe in you.
So you throw it about that far.
It's pretty fucking far.
No, he threw it further than that.
Jesus.
So he threw it.
How big is this
Down
boulder
here.
he threw?
It is. Let me see.
I like that boulder.
Like 100 feet.
It's about 2 feet in diameter and weighs about 500 pounds by the looks of it.
Good luck.
I'd definitely give it a red hot crack.
He just threw a motorbike at like 100 feet.
What
Sorry,
they
I'm
do-
just trying to see if I had possibly anything that might help with a language barrier, but I don't.
Foe looks at you and seeing as you're not, points at the boulder.
Who can throw it the furthest? Didn't we just get like? I mean, we have a potion of growth. I don't know if that helps.
Oh,
Oh my god, look at you go.
that probably would.
What's on Taste's strength, actually? Is it
My-
good? Because it
my
seems like that. Were they
strength.
pointing to Antis or the group?
Just to the group. They pointed to the boulder that's in front
Yeah.
of the other boulder.
Okay.
I have a strength of 18.
Oh, I mean, that's pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Sheep move around the pasture.
I'm pretty okay.
One comes up to Ikram.
I mean, you're more than welcome to
Yeah,
give it a
pat.
go if you want. I can definitely help if you want to take the potion. And
Aunties take the potion.
I mean,
Oh.
if you want to have a go,
The sheep is friendly to you. It
Imagine if it
bars.
just came up and headbutted you.
Bit you.
It does begin to chew on your boots.
That's fine.
Yeah, everything you wear is made of leaves. So it's like, look at this giant walking meal.
Ooh.
Okay.
Snacky snack.
So, what would you like to do?
Well,
Otherwise,
yeah.
Belvin could do it. I have a strength at 22.
Yeah.
So. But I mean, I'm more than happy for you to flex your muscles right now.
I don't know. I mean,
Roll a dice.
yeah.
Does the game literally just throw the boulder?
Yes.
Make
Seems
it.
like it.
Make an insight check.
Throw that boulder.
Ooh, challenger.
17.
On a 17, it appears that they want you to try to get the rules of the game simple. The boulder must go further than the Cyclopses.
This is all a very elaborate plan to get us
Does it have to
deep
be
in the
that
pen.
boulder? Why don't you just see what the growing potion does? Because I like that idea.
On Belvin or on
Who? We only have one potion, right?
Yeah.
But you,
Oh, I don't care.
Ikram, you get the impression that the boulder can't
course
be
you don't
dragged or carried.
Yeah, but what does the growing potion do?
Yeah. Actually, what's the?
Makes you grow.
You know what?
Big and strong.
Stuff it. Give Belvin the potion.
Yeah.
All right.
Give Belvin the potion.
So the
It just
potion.
seems too coincidental to get that and then not be relevant.
So when you drink this potion, I'll just post it in the Roll20 chat. You gain the enlarge effect of the enlarge reduce spell for 1d4 hours with no concentration. The red potion's liquid contains and continuously expands from a tiny bead and such.
Just trying to think. Is it possible anyone has a potion of like giant strength? No way. Because I feel like we've gotten one somewhere.
Yeah, same.
Ages
I know
ago.
we've used one.
Yeah, we had it ages ago.
I
ages
don't know if we
ago.
had
I got a
more.
potion of climbing.
But alright. Give Belvin
Yeah.
the enlarge potion. And I'm pretty sure being enlarged means you have it.
Oh, I've got it. Potion of storm giant strength.
Oh, Jesus.
That's what I was thinking.
Do we want to use that, though? That's a really
That's a very
valuable
powerful
potion.
Yeah, no, that is very valuable. Do not use that at this
Okay.
point.
Okay. Yeah, Aunties will. Sort
What
of-
does it have to be that exact boulder?
Yes.
Yes. Hey, don't worry. Just
Could Casimir
give
use
Belvin the potion.
levitate or something?
Yeah. Aunties is just
Catapult.
gonna gesture to.
Isn't there a catapult spell?
No. Aunties?
Yeah, she's just gonna gesture to the Cyclopses, to Belvin, saying, he's the strongest. He will play.
And they look and just... and they kind of... Thumb just kind of like stands to the sideline just to watch. Though steps over the water and sits down next to two sheep who don't even mind him completely and just sits down, toes in the water, to watch the spectacle.
Alrighty. Let's do this. Give us that potion.
All right, and with that, you grow to the large size. And I'll roll a d4 for you. Let's see. Throwing. Should have looked up the throwing rules beforehand, but whatever.
Just wing it.
Well, you did something for them, so I guess do the same.
I did. All right, so you grow to a large size for extra.
It's your
Different.
carrying speed increases by 8, carrying capacity, sorry, increases by 8 times.
Yep.
And your attacks do 1d4 extra damage. And you have advantages on strength checks and saving throws.
Very nice. That's going to come in very handy as you 8 times your carrying capacity, which we'll find out in just a minute.
I think it's strength times 15 in pounds. Strength score times 15.
Yeah, I was going to say, is it
This would be
modifier?
300 times 8, right?
Oh, that's-
Pounds.
300 times 8 pounds.
If that's what it increases it by, because I
Yep.
think 300 would be his base. If he's got 20 strength.
Yeah, would. So times 300 by 8.
2400.
Yeah. So you can lift that. As you grow to the same size as the Cyclops, that becomes nothing to you.
All right, let's do this.
Like a tennis ball.
Reroll.
All right. So you can make me.
Like a shot put.
Yeah, if you want to show.
Basically.
All right. Describe to me how you're going to throw this motherfucker. How are you going to throw this?
Bell was just going to do a big cockback, leg up, and just freaking baseball pitch.
As you've learnt from the Giants, just one interaction, copying their technique, you lob it down the field. Make a strength, make a athletics check for me if you want, at advantage.
Oh,
23.
Pick up the boulder.
are these all losers?
You know what? I feel like that could have been better. I'm gonna luck die it.
Wow.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, motherfucker.
As you send this to you a tennis ball, but to everyone else it's just a massive stone flying through the air. It does go far and beyond the Cyclops and actually vanishes into the hedge.
Imagine if it comes out
Yeah,
here
ends up,
and you get
it
like
comes back to us.
get a negative distance.
And you see it kind of just roll out of the hedge on the opposing side. And the Cyclops is just golf clap you. You then see that the boulder that they threw then cracks open. And you can see a little sparkle from it. So,
Aunties is gonna go up to the giant sitting next to sheep, which is probably shouldn't, but this would be more in character. She's gonna go, "My name's Aunties. I think we met before."
gonna roll a d20. You see a big, large hand just comes over and points at your horn.
Yes. Yes, I had 2 horns.
In a very gargled giant language, and you then see that foe begins to approach, and doing so he picks up a sheep and just begins to pat it like a cat.
Just no, it's like a hamster or a guinea pig.
Like a hamster or a guinea pig to him, yeah. Essentially.
Essentially.
And you see that there's an exchange between two of them, and he's just like puts the sheep down. It's just like. You get the impression that there is a sense of familiarity to you, but they just like can't exactly put, because of the language barrier, they can't exactly put their finger on it.
Be nice for some of that memory magic to come around right now. I don't know, am I able to almost make like a snow, or actually I've got shape water. Am I able to shape the water into like what I looked like when I was little, like in that memory?
Yes, of course. You shape the water, it appears up, and they watch as you do this. They're like a bit taken back, and then they're just like,
and she'll slowly change it so it was what she looked like as Macath, and then what she looked like now. Like, they're not very big, but
yeah. You see that Thumb's still kind of like scratching his head over it, but Foe's just sitting there and he's just like, turns to you and goes, whoa, and then just grabs you around by the side and just pulls you up and just like, whoa, and then squeezes and dances around you for a second, and then speaks to Thumb, and that there's a really nice exchange, and then it's just a squish and a hug, and basically throw you back up on the shoulder, onto Foe's shoulder, and then takes you over to the garden and begins to point at all the wonderful vegetables that they've been making. Like, they have a very nice veggie patch. You then see that Thumb begins to walk away and heads towards the boulder. And once Foe's done showing you all their wonderful cabbages, all the carrots they've been making, the celery, there's even a giant eggplant and pumpkins in there. You see that Thumb comes back from the cracked rock, and he holds in his hand, in his large hand, a small little topaz gem, and hands it over to you.
Nod. Thank you. We need to go, but I'll come back and I'll use magic to speak with you.
Language barrier is still in the way.
Yeah.
So
She's trying, but yeah, she'll hop off his shoulders, and I assume we keep moving.
yeah, and they golf clap you on your way out. The sheep just continue. All the sheep just gather and just follow Ikram all the way to the end of the pasture, and you notice as soon as you get to the other side and go beyond the boundary of...
Belvin's still big.
Belvin's still big.
Is Belvin... Can Belvin be okay being big, or is like half of him...
Belvin's 12 foot tall, and he can currently see over the hedges, and it's just a very fine, detailed hedge maze.
How long?
For an hour. Until someone maybe even spells the magic. But you
It'd be
are...
funny if his head went to another plane of existence. But stayed here.
What if we
No.
just decapitated him?
He is fine as he's a large boy. And it's...
Just don't jump.
Don't jump. But yes, once you get beyond the barrier of this hedge maze rectangular area, you can look back and you see that all of time within this pasture freezes. So everything stops moving. As soon as you go to walk down the next corridor, as it angles 15 feet. As you continue to walk on back, you find yourselves.
Keep coming with us.
But no, the sheep stop at the boundary,
They stop in time.
as if they are frozen.
I pat them all goodbye.
You pat them all goodbye just before you go. As you leave the area, you find yourself walking towards the sundial, and there you find that the sundial is pointing towards the north.
So we're going to the one left of it, or the one in the anti-clockwise direction of it. Got rid of that shadow. I wonder if doing the same thing will do that for this one. Yep.
But yes, you find yourselves back at the sundial. There is one shadow that points directly north.
So I reckon we go this way.
So certain paths make a shadow, other paths take one
Because
away.
thinking about it, the shadow was there, and we went that way.
Do you think we need to have it so every path is filled in with a shadow?
Other
Or
than
are we
that, or
meant to
clear
get
them all.
rid of the shadow? Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but like either you think?
I'd say it's one or the other.
Yeah. Let's test a theory. Let's follow the shadow, like we did first, and see if it creates two shadows. Like
If it goes right again, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So where we stand, go that way.
No, go straight again, just to see if
See if
Yeah.
it
is on that kind of sequence.
It'll come out this way.
Yeah.
Okay. So you head
So go this way.
north again.
Yep.
You travel down around for about 20 seconds, walking around the right angle curve, to then reappear at the sundial again. One pointing north, one pointing east.
These guys are just making more shadows. I'm trying to clear shadows here, guys.
So if we go this way,
Fuck
there'll be
you.
there'll be a shadow going this way and this way.
Yes. So if we get
Let's go
back to
thi-
where we were,
we go this way, please. I want to go this way.
do you want to go that way now or when we get 3 shadows up?
Well, if we go that way, let's just see if
See what
they
happens.
might add another one here or something, and then if we go,
Okay. All right. We'll go top left.
I'm just trying to create a new path that we haven't gone down yet.
Maybe we're doing the bad ending.
So are you going to go to the top left or are you going to the top right?
Top left.
This way?
We'll listen,
Yeah.
We'll listen to Ikarim.
Okay.
If this
As
goes
it goes.
badly,
He knows.
you
the
lose your
trees.
license.
You got one chance, man.
Yeah, you've only got 1 point left on your license. Don't mess this up.
This is where Carl goes. Oh, you found the castle.
No, you found a castle.
It was there the whole time.
No,
Except
this is
it was
You
like
dickheads.
a miniature castle like this big.
This is moments where Kyle's like, "Fuck, I didn't plan for them to go down that path."
Like,
It happens all the time.
And it's
little bit
always
too on the money.
Rob.
Fucking Rob.
this
Is
time
that what happened, Carl?
that is exactly what happened. As Ikram's leading the charge, and I'm just getting ready to pop your.
I just like throwing you in there.
Oh
throwing
no,
you a
no, I
curveball.
do appreciate that. That's all I want. That's all I want from this game.
Keep you on your toes.
I just want curveballs. You actually find yourselves now at a placid pond that fills the center of this open space, with a stout pagoda that rises from a huge boulder that stands in the water like an island. You can see that in this space that there is a little bridge that connects it. And the red roof is held up by 6 sturdy pillars and capped with fish carvings. You can see that a human male wearing yellow silk robes embroidered with red and gold fish stands in the middle of the pagoda. You can hear exotic music being played by by a harp that just stands there to the corner. You see that the robed figure is just sweeping lazily. And he looks around. Old man, dark ebony skin, graying hair. He goes, "Hello there. Care for some tea on your ventures?" You can see that there is a little charcoal pit that smoulders beside the boulder-like steps where the man sits.
Where is this man? I can't even see him.
He's under the.
He's under the.
Oh, okay.
He's
Sorry.
in there.
I'll put someone down for you.
He's on the inside.
It's on the inside.
Picturing that old dude from Aladdin.
Yeah, very, very so much like that. But like, well, not too much like him. Not a salesperson like that.
No, I was talking about, you know, how Jafar turns into that like crusty dude with like 3 teeth.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I'm with you now.
Anyway, that's my. Yep. Shutting up now.
Just this guy trying to do some fishing, all right?
You're ripping on his teeth.
Oh, he's big. Well, now he's gone.
So this man's just going to represent him. Don't worry about its size. But yes, he looks over and says, "Come." You can see that there are. This is a level space with a charcoal pit in the middle that has embers burning. You can see that there is a pot of tea there as well, brewing, and there are 4 other stones around. There are 5 stones, all with little cushions on it.
Can I do a? Is it perception where you kind of just read whether they're being genuine?
Insight.
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 Yeah.
I'm gonna do an insight check. He seems legit.
Yeah.
He's also going to do.
You can see like around the space as well. It's a very fine decorative rock garden too.
Nice. I trust this man more now.
I trust this man with my life.
Oh, good.
He knows how to decorate.
We're actually on pretty urgent business. Might have to skip it for today.
Oh, of course. Oh, turning down a hot cup of tea. Well then, I guess you be on your way. You see, he begins to sit down and lifts up the lid and puts it back down and just waits for it to brew. You can begin to hear the bubbling of the kettle.
Dragon brew.
The British will never forgive you, Brad, for turning down the tea.
The British will not.
I'm sorry, but we can't afford to get bogged down on too many things.
And technically, you won't be able to fit in the.
Yeah, well, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah, true.
I am giant.
You are
A
large.
large friend.
There's nothing else in this garden area.
In this space, no.
Because we need to, whenever we enter one of these areas, we need
Do
to
something
get,
before we can proceed.
we need to get a gem.
Wait, did we get a gem from the giants?
Yeah, the boulder.
Oh, the
cracks
boulder smash,
release
that's right.
Yes.
the Topaz.
And that topaz disappeared, I'm sorry.
Could be in the
Yeah.
tea leaves.
So as soon as you get out,
Yeah, we gotta
gem
drink the whole
disappears.
pot.
You have to skull it. I guess
So does Mon think he's pretty cool too?
Yeah, what do I think? Sorry.
Sorry, I didn't mean Mon.
You
In taste.
you see him and you just like there is something not familiar about him.
Yeah, there's no memory coming to me.
No, he's a dude who lives in a fucking
He's sus.
hedge. He lives in a hedge making tea. He's probably a weird guy.
We've poisoned the tea.
You can make a charisma saving throw though.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I don't like. I mean, Belvin's so big. Like,
His aura covers a bigger area now. 'Cause he's bigger.
why did I go with it? Boop.
Oh, wait.
Okay, so on a 24, from your scales, the frost does begin to form, and you can hear a playful little toddler's voice coming from behind you, as if from the way you just entered. You turn your head, and you can see little playful little aunties running down, about to get to where you are when she stopped, as if her hands grabbed. And she looks up and back, as if and then looks down as if she's getting scolded, and is then pulled back and walks away.
So she wasn't allowed,
Sus.
for some reason,
Mm-hmm.
wasn't allowed in this area. But was allowed to be in the area with the dragsters.
I mean, they were mini dragsters at the
No
time.
mini drags.
Yeah.
30 years does.
But for a little kid.
They didn't want her having tea and getting like caffeine. Like
Exactly.
Or it's sus as heck.
that.
I think we move along.
If we can.
Yeah, I mean, we can try to exit.
Yeah.
What's in the water?
You see it's just a nice, clear,
Shallow.
shallow pond, probably about 5
No
feet deep.
dragsters?
No dragsters. No,
No mini dragsters?
you can see that there are some koi fish in the pond as
I
well.
was going to say there should be koi. If you guys
I just wonder if we go and smell the tea with that. I don't know.
Can we detect any poison? Wait,
Make-
isn't there a spell for that? Doesn't Druids have that?
Yeah, but I don't. Oh,
You see the
no, I have
man.
poison resistance.
You see the man pulls up the lid and then reaches into a little brown satchel by the side and throws some more leaves into it.
Here.
Oh my god.
And it's puppy time.
Puppy time!
Sorry.
Strahd's abducting sausage dog. Billy.
Billy, no!
Billy is the new Strahd.
Oh, poor Billy. Oh no. The fangs and the cape are too adorable. The bow tie. a little sausage.
Up in a little bear post.
Sorry about that.
A little sausage dog and an organ. Da, 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 da.
He's gonna need some stilts.
I mean, I can do that with a sausage dog and a piano. I've got one downstairs.
Do it.
She can play chopsticks with assistance.
Oh, good.
Playing chopsticks with chopsticks.
All right. So,
That would
what?
be cool.
How would you all wish to proceed? As you can see him dropping a couple of more tea leaves into the kettle.
I'll
I
let,
kind of
I'll,
smell the tea leaves just to see.
I'll let you guys go with it. I will. Oh, well, I can't go with you because I'm giant.
Okay, I'll give you the choice, Ikram. You can make a nature check
On the tea leaf smell.
on the smell of the tea leaves.
Sweet. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to say thank you. What flavor is it? I'm going to use a luck die.
You can use a luck die.
I am rolling real well.
Nice.
You pulled an unluck die.
The old man looks to you and goes, Dragon Gust leaf. Found on the plains of the Dragon Gust fields of Argenthal. Very delicious. Come, please join an old man.
Pretty sure I have poison resistance.
Do you though?
Where is it? Where's my thingy? Would you be able to? No, necrotic and radiant. Drats.
Appropriate Belvin size.
Totally fair.
I don't know. Will you guys protect me if I drink this tea?
Oh, well, I mean, I'll just body slam the whole hut if it happens, like if it goes down.
Shit's
Belly
getting
flop.
real.
I will belly flop. Big time.
All right, I'm gonna drink the tea.
All right. Ikram walks around, goes over the bridge. The man sits down with him and offers you a cushion. Anyone else want to join?
Aunties will join.
And Tees, you join him as well.
And Kaz will follow, but he won't drink.
Yeah.
He's a
One
doing
of us that isn't giant.
Yeah.
Stay back.
Drop it into the water.
Oh, how silly of me.
Catamine can just illusion it.
Yeah. Belvin, if you step on this bridge, you are going to break it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna attempt.
Don't ruin this man's bridge. Took him 16 years to build that bridge.
So you see as he then waves his hand, and then you see the iron kettle then rise up just above the flames. It's balanced on a small little pillar of earth. As it's perfectly boiled, he then grabs the kettle and then pours clear water into 4 grey cups, 4 clay cups.
While he's doing that, I might just ask him, what brings you to this tiny little maze of garden?
Oh, an old friend invited me and asked me to take care and maintain some of the place. Got to keep it fresh. You understand? He then fills up the cups and sits down, and you see that the kettle shows as if it's a smile, carved of a very, I don't want to say oriental style, but more of a very delicate china decored engravings in it. It's fully made of clay, and you see he's poured each of them, and he then bows his head in meditation. As you all have a glass.
Not all.
How does it taste?
Tastes good. It's not too bad. It's that point as you take a drink, Casimir, you see that the small little pillar that's holding up the kettle over the embers then curves and tips as the water pours out onto the coals.
Oh god.
And it's at that point steam begins to fill the room. Belvin, you can see at this point as well that as the steam and vapor begins to billow from the coals from the teapot, instantly, as if being shut off, the boulder extends up and creates a dome over the Pengolda.
Wait, the what extends up?
The boulder that the little Pengolda is made on goes up and encloses you all. And in this moment, you can see that the man just smiles and begins to sink into the rock. Just and floats down and down and down. Everyone can make Constitution saving throws.
I don't like this.
This is
Are we
poison.
standing next to?
Wait, it's poison you said?
Yes.
I have
Does
advantage on
Belbin's
poison
radius
saves.
expand?
No.
Not like that.
Right, con-
You can luck that up.
I too
There we go.
request a luck dice.
You can make a luck
Dang.
die. You can luck die. Okay. So let's take a look. 15, is that your final roll, Ikram?
Yeah.
And you got a 27, Casimir, and 21 for Antis?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Ikram, you're going to take the full 16 points of poison damage. While Casimir and Antis are going to take half.
I have resistance to poison as well, so
That's alright, that's all good. You will all. So, Ikram, you are now poisoned as well.
Oof.
So does that mean it does damage every round or something?
It just means you have disadvantage on ability checks. And as this poisonous vapor is filling up this room as the teapot is constantly pouring, we will end tonight's session.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, that is rude. Man.
And we will come back to it next week on Dragon's Brew D&D. Sorry to leave you on a bit of a cliffhanger there. but-
Told you guys to just leave it.
Belbin's just chilling.
But we might need to defeat it to get the
Yeah,
gem.
to get the gem.
But I
get
feel
out
like
of here.
every single
But
one
the-
is a challenge.
But the
Yeah,
gems disappear afterwards, though.
Yeah, but we get
they're the
out.
key.
We get out.
We'll be in a loop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I'm looking at it as well.
Rightio.
Indeed. So,
Goddamn Brits.
I'm sorry, but I've been randomly rolling for these areas, and I was like, oh, not this one. Because this is the one I least like. But oh,
Well, I guess that's the one we least like too.
because I've
That's
never actually ran this one. So I was like, I'll give it a try. So
It's fine.
you can see that as the kettle's pouring, the kettle now resembles a scowling face with thick features.
Thick boy.
Thick boy. And if you want, as a one last little act, if you want to make a perception or an arcana check, you can. Ikram, you're at disadvantage. As you can all see this kettle pouring.
Yeah, Arcana.
16.
Ugh.
Okay. So, with that, you can tell
Wait, sorry, did you say perception?
perception or arcana.
Oh, sweet.
So, Antace, you're a bit distracted. Ikram, you're coughing your lungs up. But Casimir, as one who has studied the planes as well, in understanding the portal to the elemental plane of water underneath, you have done some research into the elemental creations of the world, and you have understand that that face resembles a Tao, a genie of the earth plane. And with that, we'll end tonight's session.
Piece
Sorry,
of
guys.
Dow.
I'll be busting yous out. Don't you worry.
Just picks up the rock and throws it.
Just
Ain't my first rodeo.
yes. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight. That was a very fun session of some maze antics, and yeah, we'll see how our characters will get out of this one next. Because what luck! Someone just happened to be a giant. But anyway, you can find me. Oh no. Oh, I was going to say you can find me on Tall School's channel, but you can't find me on Tall School's channel because the Vice is over.
No, You've still got questions
Um,
this week.
Yes, we got question. We have question time this week for the ending of the Vice campaign over on Tall Squall's channel, which
I got some good questions in.
Don't spoil it.
You're gonna have to send them to me, or you can ask them in chat as well. But we'll
They're in the chat.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
DW.
They're in the public chat.
Oh, on the Discord server. Yes. Well, you can also find our Discord server where you can jump in and take a look at all our wonderful rantings and ramblings and find all our artworks and stuff like that. I don't even know. Discords, not Discords. Well, I'm an
You
idiot.
can find us on our Discourse. We're gonna fight you.
Yeah. We're cracking. We're rolling initiative. We're ready to go. Anyway, so yeah, you can find us all around the webs on Dragons of Cats on the Twitch and Twitters. If anybody else would like to make a mention for anything else,
Well, it's kind of weird because he doesn't really play with us anymore, but we still have a really good friend called Joygasm.
he
Oh
doesn't.
my god, that guy. I forgot who that was.
Anyone needs a pick-me-up
I'm just joking, Robbie.
in these weird times. He's been shiny hunting for a shiny Sinistee.
Sinistee.
He did get one though.
Yeah, until since the game basically came out. And
It was only his
got it.
like 1,162nd egg or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh
That's
my
too much
God.
grind.
That's so much.
Yes.
Just
But he
keep
got
grinding
it.
them
So
tea leaves.
easy.
Oh no.
He wants a shiny Umbreon. So if
Oh my
you also want some entertainment, he streams Pokemon Sword. He's currently doing the DLC on Sundays. I know it's 1 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, but I don't know what it is for the rest of the world. But yeah, so watch the Vice and maybe stay around to watch Robbie,
Indubitably.
aka Joygasm. So
Yes. I think we have a. I think we have a command, but I can't remember the command. Hold on. I need to remember my commands.
Is the new expansion any good?
I do not know yet.
I've played through it all. It's short. It's only about three and a half hours.
Oh,
Really?
That's it. And you're paying like $80 for it
It's
for the 2 expansions.
Sure.
Is that
I
right,
think
or is
it's
it like
60.
40 bucks?
It's 60
Or 60?
for,
Pretty sure it's like 60
for,
bucks.
for
Yeah.
both. Granted,
Still.
I really like the. I wish it was longer. I wish there was a bit more to it because it was really cute. Because you're like given this new, like pseudo legendary Pokemon, and you got to raise him, and you got to become friends with him, and I really liked it. But the new areas are really cool. It's kind of what more of the big, vast, wild areas
Okay.
in the main game should probably look more like.
Yeah, gotcha.
I'll have to
So
give
it's
it a go.
actually the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I need
honestly,
to finish the other one first.
it's just like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Like
Oh, okay.
normally this would be released. Like both the DLCs would just be released as a whole new game.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll have to go over and take a look at what good old Joygasm's doing down there on his link. So go check him out. Come join us in the Vice, and we'll be back next week for more Dragons Brew D&D. And thank you so much for the follows, the bits, and the subs tonight. We really do appreciate it. And until next time, friends, foes, and familiars, keep rolling 20. Peace. Bye.
Bye.
Toodles.